So welcome everyone to this session on Git and GitHub presented by this DevBoard community. So we are, Shubham, will you give the intro on this DevBoard?
So DevBoard community is, I already said, it's a community of students, developers, and wannabe entrepreneurs who want to basically upscale in their life. So we are providing you opportunity to learn, connect, and grow with the help of each other and work on awesome projects together to build your skills. And I hope all of you are in our community. And if anyone is not in our community, they can join us from our link. I will send in the chat.
I'm a volunteer in this DevBoard team. Shubham Tiwari is founder. Another founder is, I think, not here.
Saad and Sayan. They will join soon. No issue.
Okay. And Mansi is also our co-team member. Okay. So let me introduce myself. I am Vishal Vishwajit, your host for this session. And I am a full stack developer. I love to build websites and Android apps, etc. Okay. So until other people join, we'll see our flow for this today's session. Let me share my screen. It will be our flow for today's session. At first, we'll see what is Git and GitHub, the difference between them. We'll see about the benefits, why should we use it, and we'll see the installation, creation of account, and then we'll move on to the commands, basic commands. For advanced features like branches and forks, we'll organize another session, part 2 of this, if you guys want it. Okay, so and then we'll move on until the conclusion part. So let's start with Git. Git is an application used as a version controlling system for tracking the changes that you make in your files for your project. Like आप किसी प्रोजेक्ट पे काम कर रहे हो, उसमें 10-15 फाइल्स हैं एंड आपने उसमें कुछ चेंजेस किए, लाइक आप एक HTML, एकदम बेसिक एग्जांपल ले रहे हो, उसमें आपने एक HTML डॉक्यूमेंट बनाया एंड उसमें कुछ चेंजेस किए आपने. अब सपोज आपके कुछ चेंजेस के कारण उसमें फाइल में कुछ भी प्रॉब्लम आ गई है, तो आप एक चेंज बैकवर्ड जाना चाहते हैं. ठीक है, तो Ctrl+Z से भी हो सकता है काम, बट लाइक जब प्रोजेक्ट्स बड़े हो जाते हैं तब हमें काफी चेंजेस भी हम काफी कर चुके होते हैं एंड एक ये पॉसिबिलिटी भी है कि हम एक टीम में काम कर रहे हैं, चेंज किसी और ने किया हो, हमें नहीं पता किसकी चेंज की वजह से प्रॉब्लम आई है. आई जस्ट गिव दिस इंट्रो ऑन गिट दैट this is a version control system used for tracking the changes across our files in our project. Okay, and GitHub is just a GUI provided for this Git thing. The Git provides a service service for maintaining repositories. I'll tell you what repositories are. These repositories on our local system. Okay, so what is a repository? A repository, you can say, is just a project, like any website, any software, any application you make is a project, and when you upload the changes, commits to Git, it is called just a repository. Okay, so and to upload this repository on any cloud.
Remote
what
server.
should I say? Remote server. That remote server is provided by the GitHub, and GitHub also provides the interface to interact with that remote server. We can connect with that remote server to our local repository for easy transactions with people. Okay. So ये हमारा theoretical हो गया थोड़ा. अभी we'll move on to like practical applications on this. Okay, so I told you the benefits, basic benefits. Git use करने से like we can track the changes. If any problem occurs due to any change, we'll roll back to previous version of the same software you're working on, and we use GitHub for like a collaboration thing. If we want to work in a team, like 10 to 12 multiple people wants to work on the same project, then we upload the project as a repository on the remote server of GitHub, and all the people work on that same repository, commit their own changes, and yeah, that's it. That makes our life easy. And okay, we move on to the next thing. Yeah, okay. So एक basic idea दे दिया मैंने Git का. अगर if anyone has any doubt regarding this, what basically Git and GitHub is, you can ask now, or I'll move forward. Okay, मैं आगे बढ़ूँ.
Each and every change that we make in our project is set in GitHub.
Yeah. Any change, once you commit the changes, commit works like saving your project. You make any change, you save that change, and that change is uploaded to like a database, you can say, a Git database.
Okay, so Keshav is asking like, what is the language of GitHub? So Git is not just a language; it's a tool to manage manage different versions of your project. Okay, let's say you are working on a very big project and you did some mistake. And that mistake actually broke everything. So that mistake actually caused some bug in your application. So now you want to revert back to some previous version. And if you have never used Git like version system tool like Git, you can't go back. You have to rewrite everything on another time. Okay, so you will just spend a lot of time writing the same thing once again. And using Git, what you will do, you will just find that at this point of time I just encountered this bug, so I will go back to the status of the code which was at before that time. Okay, so using Git will actually save a lot of time yours, and you can just switch between versions of your code repositories for easy access. It's not a language, it's a tool. Okay, Vishal, move on.
Okay, no more doubts. Okay, so we'll move on to now installing Git. Okay, so अब हम Git and GitHub को use करेंगे practically, अभी theoretical हो गया. So installing Git is very simple. If you are on Linux, there's a simple command. You must know sudo apt install Git. That's simple. Enter your password. Just a second. Okay. And yeah, that's it. Git is installed now. For Windows, just search Git download. Git download for Windows. Get on the first line. Yeah, here it is. You can just move on to this 32-bit, 64-bit, depends upon your configuration. And yeah, that's simple. To check, you can run the command Git. If this shows, then congrats, you have Git installed. And okay, GitHub की installation हम कुछ steps के बाद देखेंगे. Okay, so let's check out some Git commands. So let's make a directory, a file system. See, this is my desktop projects, a new folder, DevBoard. GitHub session. Here I want to create a Git repository, upload all the changes I do in this folder, to that Git repository. Okay, so right click here, open in terminal. Same steps are for Windows. Okay, so first we'll initiate the Git repository here. Git init is the command for that. Initialize empty Git. Here we'll a folder will be generated .git. These are all that Git config files. Any changes you make in the repository is stored here. Okay, for this folder, DevBoard GitHub session. Then we'll add. Okay, let's open VS Code. I hope you all have VS Code installed. It is a simple. Sorry, let me open a folder. VS Code is just another ID.
Not just ID, it's a text editor. VS Code is a text editor, and I hope most of you are having it installed on your PCs. And if you're not having, you can simply search Google for VS Code download, and you can directly download it. See, Surya Sen is asking that what is the actual use of installing the Git in the system? Have you joined late? Anyways, let me just clarify once again. So what Git does is that Git stores different versions of your code. So if you encounter a specific bug in your code and you want to revert back to some the past version of your code, you can easily switch back to any previous version. Okay. What exactly, Vijay?
One time. Same session again.
Actually, it's wonderful.
Should I give a summary?
Yeah, you can give the summary in
okay.
You can give a 2-minute summary, or otherwise. Okay, Vishal, you can give the 2-minute summary.
Otherwise, record the session. Actually, it's very helpful to others.
See, the session is recorded.
I think
it's being recorded. Okay, we'll see. But anyway, we can give a short brief about Git and GitHub. You can give a brief, Vishal,
okay,
and then move ahead. I guess a lot of people joined it.
Okay, sure. Okay, so brief on this Git thing. Git is a service, a software that provides us a CLI interface to track all the changes. It is basically a version controlling system to track the changes we make across our files in the project, and it is used on our local system. Okay, so any changes we make in our project is stored like a database. Git is not a database, but it works just like that. All the changes are stored in that Git repository, and if any problem occurs in our project, we can roll back to any version of our software, and that's it. This was the summary. Just send on Telegram or share. Okay, is that clear, Vijay? Okay, so and उसके बाद मैं I was showing how to install this Git thing. If you are on Ubuntu, it is simple. For just sudo apt install Git. That's simple. And for Windows, just Google Git install Windows. The first link will take you through this website. Get version control. Okay. And now I have installed Git on my PC, and I have already VS Code installed. If you don't have, you can just simply Google up VS Code install Windows or Ubuntu and check out the steps. Okay. So VS Code has this by default extension of source control. We'll work on that couple of minutes after. Till then, हम CLI पे काम करते हैं. Okay. So इस फोल्डर में हमने जो ऑलरेडी सेशन में थे उनको बता रहा we have already initialized Git repository in this folder, DevBoard GitHub session. And now we'll create a new file. I'm just creating a basic HTML file. Okay. HTML file. Hello everyone. This is a session on Git and GitHub, powered by DevBoard. Okay. So, and I made a file, a basic HTML file. I want all these changes that I made. The change here is that I created a new file and added these text to it. Okay, so I'll add these to the Git repository, the local repository I created with the command git init. Okay, so git add dot refers to all the files present in this directory. Okay, we can use dot or simply the file name if we want any particular file to be added on the repository. Actually, okay, yeah. So index.html folder is added to the staged area. Okay, so let me tell you the difference between staged area and repository. Staged area is an area between this between the working directory and the repository. Once you say you made 3 to 4 changes, you add these changes to the staged area one by one. Okay, and as all the changes get collected on the staged area, like you made 10 to 12 changes, just add them to the repository once. Okay, and for adding that to repository, we have a command git commit. You must have heard about this commit thing. Git commit -m refers to a message. Okay. So just a minute. Before this commit thing, we have to configure our Git. Okay. We have to add our username and user email on this repository. Okay. That has a simple command git config global user.name, your username, whatever it is, Vishal1230. You can write these without these quotations. Okay. Another command git config global user.email.
And to be clear, you will set up this email and name thing during the installation of the Git only. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, we have configured this user email and username on this Git. You can do these things on this terminal provided by this VS Code, or also in this terminal of Ubuntu or the command prompt in Windows. Okay. So yeah, we were here. Git add index. Add index.html means we have added this index.html in the staged area. Staged area, the place where all the changes are collected before committing them to repository. Okay. So let me make one more change. Style.css. I made a new folder. Okay. Okay, sorry. Yeah, that's it. I made these 2 files. Okay. Again added style.css or dot refers to, I told you, all these folders, all these files present in the current working directory. Now we'll commit all the changes, both the changes in the repository. Git commit -m refers to the message. I'll tell you what the message is. Git commit m first commit. Okay, so this message thing is that when you want to roll back to any previous change, you will see this message on the commit you made, so that you will remember which change you made at that version of your software.
And for what purpose?
Yeah, and for what purpose. Okay, so git commit. Yeah, 2 files changed. Okay, 15 insertions mean ये 12 line ये हो गई, 3 line ये हो गई. Okay, so that's it. After this, we have successfully added these changes, index.html and css, to our local repository that is present on our laptop, PC, sorry. Okay, so I think these are the basic git commands. Okay, git commands हमारे और भी होते हैं, but basic commands for our daily general purpose use, these 3 to 4 commands are enough. Okay, at first we'll add the changes to the staged area. All the changes get collected to the staged area, and at last of our all the changes, we'll push the changes from staged area to the repository. Okay, to the local repository. So now we'll move on to GitHub thing. अभी तक बता दो, अभी किसी को Git में डाउट हो? Any problem in this Git local repository? Problem in commands, passing commands or command prompt, CLI in some way? क्या विजय बोलो? I'm not able to make local repository. Okay, I'll come on to Mohit to you. M का मतलब विजय, M means message. The message that will be shown on that change, the change you make, the commit you make. Like मैं 2-3 changes कर चुका. Vijay, are you comfortable with the Hindi? Okay, तो मान लो आपने 3-4 चेंजेस कर लिए हैं, ठीक है, 3-4 बार कमिट कर दिया आपने अपने रिपोजिटरी में, और उसके बाद आपको किसी पुराने कमिट पे जाना है. ओके, तो आप कैसे पता चलेगा आपको कि केशव, आई विल गेट टू यू. तो आपको कैसे पता चलेगा कि पहला कमिट जो किया था आपने वो कौन सा किया था? तो उसमें आप जो मैसेज ऐड करके रखोगे वो मैसेज आपको दिखेगा पहले कमिट में, कि लाइक पहला कमिट था कि मैंने index.html बनाया और स्टाइल CSS बनाया, ठीक है. तो वो मैसेज आप जो पास करोगे वो चीज -m के बाद आएगी. ओके, आई होप आपको समझ आया, ठीक है. या मोहित, ओके, आप एक सेकंड. केशव, कन्फिग का मतलब, config refers to कि
basically it's like settings of your any application.
Yeah, just setting the username and user ID, user email.
Sort of you are logging into the Git in your local system. Okay.
Yeah. Mohit, what kind of problem are you facing? I mean, any error in your command prompt or terminal? Is Mohit there? Okay, that is not a Git repository.
Have you run?
Yeah, okay, so you have to run Git init first. I said ना कि Git initialize करना पड़ेगा पहले. What is the problem? केशव, branches पे हम थोड़ा बाद में जाएंगे. ओके, एक बार हम GitHub के बेसिक चीजें सीख लें, उसके बाद ब्रांचेस पे जाएंगे. ओके, मोहित आप करके गिट इनिट करके बताना हो जाएगा या नहीं. ओके, सो एनी मोर डाउट? कुछ और समझ ना आया हो? इनिट, कमिट और क्या बताया? हाँ, रेपो, लोकल रेपो वगैरह. डन, ठीक है, गुड मोहित. Okay, I think we should move on to GitHub. GitHub पे आ जाता हूँ, ठीक है. Okay, so GitHub, I just told you, it is just an interface to interact with the remote repository that we have on our on GitHub's cloud. Okay, on GitHub server, and yeah, I told you the purpose of this for collaboration. If you want to work in a team, the whole team, all the people have to work on that same repository. So वहाँ पे हमें GitHub की जरूरत पड़ती है. Okay. So at first we'll see GitHub का account कैसे बनाना है. I hope most of you should have accounts on GitHub. शुभम ये डाउट एक बार देख लेना. Sorry. Okay, let me show you how to create a new account on GitHub. Let's go to github.com. I hope you all are developers. It is very easy to create such an account. Still, I'll show you. Okay.
I'll sign up.
Enter your email. Email Shah. This is this email doesn't exist. I just create a password, whatever. Your username. ABCD 1234. Not available. Product updates and announcement. If you want your inbox to be spammed, then write yes, else no. Yeah, solve this captcha and that's it. इसके आगे का आप आसानी से कर लोगे. Okay. Just verify your this email account. You will get a verification email on your Gmail and verify your account, and that's it. Okay. So let's move on to GitHub login. Okay, यार ये क्या खुल गया?
Just click once again on the bookmarks. Vishal on the top right. I'm audible? Vishal? Vishal, हाँ क्या इशू होगी सर?
पता नहीं, मैंने अपने आप हो गया. कोई नहीं, मैं शेयर कर रहा हूँ
स्क्रीन तो अभी भी शेयर आ रही है.
स्क्रीन शेयर हो रखी है,
फ्रीज हो रखी है. करो यार दोबारा ट्राई स्क्रीन शेयर. अब दोबारा आ गया, कोई नहीं. अब आ रहा है.
मे बी मेरी स्टोरेज शायद फुल हो रही है, इसलिए थोड़ा दिक्कत आ रहा है. आई डोंट नो कैसे.
भाई इसके लिए भी GitHub की जरूरत पड़ती है. Locally कितना कोड स्टोर करेंगे? How you can't store every code in locally in your PCs only.
Yeah, exactly.
So you can store everything on GitHub for free. You can even code on GitHub using GitHub code spaces.
Yeah. Okay, so after logging in, this will be your dashboard will look like this. Okay, here are all the repositories you create. Okay, so for creating a repository, just simply you can click here, add or this new. Your repository name, whatever. I'll say trial repository. space trial repository. Okay. This public and private thing, as the name suggests, if you select public repository, anyone with the link can see anyone with the link, or if he goes through your profile, he'll see all the contents in this repository. Okay. If you are working on any confidential project, you will have to select this private. Okay. So for now, I'll leave this public, and this add a readme file. Readme file is basically a txt file that that tells you about the project, about the repository, any commands in the repository, what packages you use, what frameworks you use, etc., etc., etc. Okay. So that's it. Let's create the repository, and yeah, your repository is created. This is the readme file. Anyone who opens this repository will see this first. Okay, so yeah. Created first repo on GitHub. Okay, and yeah, simply commit changes. I'll tell you this branch thing 10 to 15 minutes after. Okay. So yeah, this is this repository is created on the cloud servers of GitHub, and here is the URL github.com vishal1230 या /repository name. That's it. यहीं तक आपका repository का URL है. Okay. If you want to download, if you want to work with this repository on your local system, just pass the command git clone and the URL. Okay, the same URL you provided here. Okay, click here. Okay, यहाँ पे आपको URL दिया हुआ HTTPS. Just copy this. Git clone and paste here. Enter. Yeah, you have this repository created. Okay, so now any changes you make in this folder now and commit to the repository, the commits will be pushed to this remote repository. Okay, remote server. Yeah. Okay, so we'll need two new commands, push and pull. Here is the first command for working with the GitHub repository: git clone space URL of the remote repository. You cloned the repository to your local system. Now you will make any changes like यहीं पे हम एक new file बना देते हैं. Okay, any file like index.js, JavaScript file, const a equals to 1 plus 1. Okay, we have one only. Okay, this is the change we made, and now we want to push this to the remote repository. Okay, we can do directly with this source control extension. This is installed by default on the VS Code, so you don't need to install it externally. Okay, just just put any comments here. Okay, created.
Vishal, you have created a Git repository inside another Git repository.
Yeah, अभी याद आया मुझे. ऐसा करता हूँ.
Yeah, you can just open that.
I'll open directly the clone repository. Okay, trial repository. Open. Now here I can push these changes. See, it is showing this extension is showing the changes I've made. These are just the changes. Okay. Let me create one new file. abcd.py. anything a equals to 10. Okay. Now they are showing two changes. Okay. This plus icon. See, it is showing state changes. State changes means I told you that there is a staging area, and after that there is the repository level. Okay. So I'll add these to the staged area. Added. Now these both changes are in the staged area. Okay. Now I'll pass any message like created two files, and I'll commit. We can commit from here also, and from this terminal thing also. Okay. Although we have already committed from here. Hit commit and whatever. Yeah, whatever. Okay, here is a branch. Okay, I'll
basically I have nothing to comment. That's why it's saying.
Yeah. Okay. And after committing that, sync changes option is coming. Sync means to push and pull from the remote repository. Okay. The commit you have passed is stored on the local repository. Now we have to push. Push means to upload the changes to the remote repository. Okay. Like कि फिर and pull का मतलब होगा जो changes वहाँ पे suppose किसी और team member ने कर दिए हैं उस remote repository में, उन changes को download करने का काम pull से हो. Okay. Pull का you can directly pass the push command here. Get push. Yeah, the changes are pushed to the remote server. Okay, or you can simply click at that sync changes button. Okay, get push, and let's see on our remote repository. Let's reload this. And yeah, we have the changes. See, it is showing 1 minute ago. I made the changes. This is the commit ID. Every change has a unique ID, so that we can refer to that change. Okay. So to show that full thing, yeah.
Bro, it's like doing before we install Git, right?
Yeah.
So working on Git, like creating repository and making changes, is needed a GitHub to install, like creating account.
No. To work with Git, you don't need any GitHub account.
And
That is what you're asking.
Yeah. Like Git is exactly like GitHub, right? Like you're creating a repository and
Yeah.
files there.
Yeah, all everything is same. Just it is that key Git is on your local PC laptop, and GitHub is on web. Okay, it is hosted on a remote server.
Oh, it's like seeing anywhere, like our projects, like anywhere, and again and cloning the again in our PC, like, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, so working on Git is sufficient for the project, like installing Git and like doing with commands. But GitHub is in like a GUI.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
It is a GUI,
okay. Achha.
and it also
Yeah.
it also provides that your code is backed up on the cloud. Suppose your code gets your laptop gets what should I say, खराब हो गया अगर, तो you can refer to that remote repository and वहाँ से आप clone कर सकते हो. That safety thing.
Yeah. Bro, could you share the recording, because like myself also, like my charging problem, and another one, sir, Vijay, I think maybe she was asking the recording the session and share the recording.
Okay, no issue, we'll try.
Okay. रिकॉर्ड हो रहा है शुभम?
I think हाँ.
अच्छा ठीक है. I think
बस last time वाली problem ना हो.
ठीक है. अच्छा कोई नहीं, देखते हैं. ठीक है, तो हम पुश पुल पे थे. अच्छा ओके, I'll need a volunteer. Anyone from the crowd wants to volunteer? Okay. Yeah, Vijay.
Yes, sir.
हाँ, आपने हैंड रेज किया.
Yes, sir.
ओके, वॉलंटियर के लिए आपको डाउट है कुछ?
नहीं सर, GitHub मतलब GitHub पे Git पे जो हम अपलोड करते हैं सेम GitHub पे.
सर आपकी आवाज सुन लो.
आवाज नहीं आ रही यार. Chat.
Maybe she is facing with network problem.
You can type in the chat box if there's some issue with the audio.
या आपके नेटवर्क में कुछ दिक्कत आ रही है?
That's why she asking recording. Please share recording before and after.
No
Yeah,
issue.
sure,
Try
feedback
to
is-
share the recording. That's not a big deal. But of course, like attending is live and watching the recording is difference. So that's it.
Git and GitHub difference. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. ठीक है. Git is a version controlling system that maintains the repository, the project on our local system. Okay. The changes remains in our laptop, in our PC, in our system. Okay. And GitHub is almost the same thing. It does the same thing, the same work that Git does. It is just that the GitHub track all the changes on the remote server. Okay. It has a server where our changes, the changes we make in our project, is stored on their server. Okay.
Gmail and password also same like whatever we give in GitHub. It's taking GitHub or
See, GitHub is a wrapper for Git only. So what do those credentials are same.
both is same. Like
Yeah. See, if you want to use GitHub, and Git together, you can use the same. If you want them alone, you can have different.
okay. Thank you.
Okay. Okay, विजया को क्लियर हो गया? ओके क्लियर हो गया.
Okay, let's move to the push and pull part.
हाँ. तो I'll need a volunteer. Anyone from the crowd wants to volunteer? Just उसका एक GitHub account होना चाहिए ताकि मैं changes push करूँ और I'll show how to add someone on our repository and how to pull changes, how to push changes, etc. Anyone from the crowd or team member? Okay, Mohit, you wants to do? Okay. शुभम एक साथ दो स्क्रीन शेयर नहीं होंगे शायद?
I guess screen दिखता है. You can try, but maybe pause हो जाता है. But
अच्छा. Okay, Mohit, so you have an account already on GitHub? Okay, so see, I'll add you as a collaborator. See, my screen is visible. Yeah. See, for
I guess
to
besides
work in a
open,
team.
it's open. It's a public, so you can directly do that without introducing.
Oh yeah, it is public. Okay. For public it is easy. मैं एक प्राइवेट के साथ शो कर दूं क्या? पब्लिक के साथ तो कोई भी कर लेगा.
हाँ, पब्लिक के साथ तो कोई भी करेगा. प्राइवेट कर दो.
Okay. मेरी रिपोजिटरी.
Repositories list में जाओ. Repositories.
Repository. Okay. Settings. Okay. At the bottom we have the setting to change the visibility from private. See, change to private. Yeah. Average terms. Make this repository private. and now the repository is private. Okay, so you will not be able to see my GitHub this repo. Okay, I'll send you that github.com/repository. See, if you try to visit this link, the repo will not be shown as it is private. Okay. So to work in a team on this repo, for example, this trial repository is any project, is a website for a company we have to make, and we are in a team. Okay, Mohit and I is a team. We want to work on this project. So I'll add him as a collaborator on this project. See, add people. Mohit, can you share your email ID or user ID of GitHub?
GitHub username basically.
It is not stable. Mohit Sharma. Okay. Copy. Paste. Yeah, here it is. Add Mohit Sharma. Mohit, can you share your screen as well? So that I hope you are on your laptop or PC. Yeah. I'll try to share. I think दो screen share हो जानी चाहिए एक साथ.
हो जाएगी नोट.
Okay, great. Go to that notification section on top right, a bell icon. Yeah, you must have this. Yeah, click on this notification. Accept that invitation. Yeah. Now Mohit has been added to that repository. Now we both can work on the same repo. Okay. So if suppose I make any changes on this repository, wait a second. Mohit, you should clone that. You should clone the repository on your local system. I hope you will be able to do that. How I told you the command git clone space your repository link. I'll send this command git clone. Sorry, https GitHub. Yeah, and आगे का link. Just copy this in your terminal. Or you can simply click on the VS Code. There is an option. Sorry. When you start VS Code, here comes an option to clone GitHub repository.
Mohit, you have shared just the window. I guess that's why we are not able to see the VS Code interfaces. If you're doing that. Can you share your VS Code window? Okay. There's an issue.
इसकी स्क्रीन शेयरिंग रुक गई.
No,
मैं दो लोगों को ऐड कर.
It's visible.
Yeah, you have cloned. Okay, you have
Unable to access.
You would, अच्छा, okay, you have to log in to the, let's say, let me make my repo public, cause आपने अपने VS Code में log in नहीं किया Git से, okay? Go to, maybe आपकी जो VS Code में जो login user ID है वो different है जो आपने अभी दी है यहाँ पे, है ना? If you are comfortable, आप
No, it's the same.
It's same. It is showing unable to access. ये तब show करता है when you doesn't have the access to the repository.
Do one thing. Can you click that profile button in the left bottom side of the VS Code?
Yeah.
Here, sign in with GitHub. Manage trusted extension.
Here it shows sign out.
Yeah, go sign out. Do sign out and then sign in once again. Sign out and sign in once again.
Now, how can I sign in?
Restart VS Code, reload VS Code once again, and then you can you will be able to see the sign in button. It's 75.
It's not showing.
Okay, don't have any signing accounts. Okay, do one thing. Just press Control Shift P. Control Shift P.
Yeah.
Control Shift P. And then type GitHub. GitHub. Okay, allow.
Yeah, allow.
Now it will open a link in your browser where it will ask you to authenticate the VS Code. Okay. Just click authorize and then you will be back here. Click open. Click escape button on your keyboard. Okay, now try cloning.
What?
Now try the clone part. Git clone, then the URL repository.
Oh,
Again that same command.
Okay.
No, it's again the same error.
SL certificate problems, unable to get local issue certificate. Okay, maybe there are some issues in your local Git. Do one thing, go to the browser.
Yeah.
There, go to the repo. On the repo, click code button.
Yes, code button.
And you can see option to code space. Can you share the browser screen?
Yeah.
You can also see Vishal's screen that will give you a hint. Where is the code space button? So click on code. Now click on code space.
It's already.
Yeah, code space. On the top, see local and code space. There are two options.
Yeah.
Click create a code space. Okay, you can do this here. After that, you just try one thing. After the session, you can just relog in into your local Git repository. Basically, configure your global username and email ID once in your local. Okay, maybe that could help. That should solve the problem.
Okay, तो मैं ये पुश पुल वाला शुभम तेरी से दिखा दूं और तुझे ऐड कर दूं एज अ कोलैबोरेटर.
ओके, कर सकते हैं. बाकी ये कोड स्पेस पे तो अभी रन हो जाएगा. मे बी इनके साइड नेटवर्क इशू है. मैं अपनी साइड दिखाता हूँ. मुझे ऐड कर दो.
Can I stop my sharing screen?
Yeah, you can do.
Yeah, sure.
I hope my screen is also visible. No.
अपनी यूजर आईडी बता दो.
Blaze 2004. What happened? Oh, sorry.
We are saying that the collaboration part. If you
Bro,
want to work,
actually, what mistake you did is that in the URL you sent, there is double I in the GitHub. The URL is actually wrong. See, it's G-double-I.
Arey,
No issue.
okay.
So Mohit, it was not on your end actually. Yeah. I just recently just tested the URL and it's saying that GitHub is not a domain.
मतलब मोहित तुम्हारा सही था.
हाँ. Repository exist नहीं करते तो कैसे खोलना था? Let me add the code space here. So just to explain a code space here. Like basically, code space is a remote environment for running VS Code instances. So instead of running VS Code locally, you can run it in the cloud with the help of GitHub. And it's free for 80 hours a month for students. Other than that, there is also service GitBoard. It gives you 50 hours per month. So I guess it's 80 plus 50. It's 130 hours per month. Enough for daily use. I'll let it just load it. It should load quickly. Just a second. Okay. I hope it's visible now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so here it is. You can see that I am able to just and see the same code which Vishal has created.
Yeah, that repository was private, but I added him, Shubham, as a collaborator. So he can now access that repository.
Okay, now Vishal,
And,
you can make some changes and then.
Yeah, I'll show you what the push-pull thing is. Sorry. Okay, let's say I made a change. B equals to 5. Print A plus B. Okay, yeah, that's it. I made a change. I can commit the changes here. Changed by 5. Okay,
If anyone is not able to see Vishal's screen, can just search in the people section and pin Vishal's screen. Then you'll be able to see. Or you can even see it in my screen as well.
Yeah. See, changes are here. I'll add these to stage changes. Okay. Wrote the changed by file. Now commit. I committed the changes to the local repository. Sync changes, or we can say sync means sync refers to pull and push one by one. Okay. So I can either click on push or this sync changes. See, it will pull and push from the origin name. Okay. I'll tell you what is origin name. Yeah, so I pushed the changes to the remote repository on the GitHub. Now,
Okay. So let's move to my part. So you can see that what changes Vishal did is not visible here. See. So what I need to do, I need to basically run git pull. And it will pull whatever changes Vishal made to the repository. So it says that one file change, and you can see now the abcd.py has these 2 new additions which Vishal made. Earlier it was not visible, but now when I run the git pull, it basically pulled all the changes from the remote repository, and now it's visible here.
yeah. So that is pretty much it for the collaboration part. Collaboration part includes only this: cloning, pushing, and pulling the changes. Okay. And yeah, basics. अगर हम देखें, basics are done for that the Git and GitHub part. We'll look on some additional features on GitHub. will not go in deep into those terms like merging, branches, forking. Yeah, here are these. Creating branches, creating a fork, and merging. Okay, so I'll give you an overview on these three additional features. See, merging, किसी को शायद अच्छा नहीं, किसी को branch में डालता है. Okay, तो merging refers to suppose एक ही see here. Suppose this is abcd.py. Shubham is working on the same file. I am working on the same file. We both made changes at the same location. Suppose I wrote a plus b, Shubham wrote a minus b, and we both committed. Okay, so it will create a conflict between the changes. Okay, so what whose change has to be accepted is done by the merge function. Okay, so anyone from the team will have to merge the changes कि शुभम का रिजेक्ट करना है या फिर शुभम का एक्सेप्ट करना है या फिर मेरा रिजेक्ट करना है, ऐसा. ओके, तो लाइक बोथ या ओके, सो मर्ज इतना ही है कि चेंजेस किसका एक्सेप्ट करना है, किसका रिजेक्ट करना है. ओके, एंड द सेकंड फीचर वाज ब्रांचेस. ब्रांच रेफर्स टू, लेट्स कम हियर. या सी, this is a repository. I am the head of this project. Okay, and I doesn't want to, and in my team there are suppose some intern developers. Okay, and I don't want कि उनके changes directly इस repository में आए, है ना? तो I'll create a branch, another branch, like you can see in VS Code. Here is the branch thing. Okay, see, only a single branch is showing, main branch. Okay, main branch refers to the head, head or the main branch that is that stores all the commits. Sorry. Okay, so I'll create a new branch, any new branch like dev branch, and I'll say to those intern developers that all the changes you make should be pushed to this branch. Okay, and for pushing the changes from dev branch to the main branch, I'll look on through these the changes they made, and I'll approve the changes. Yeah. Okay, and I'll approve the changes to be pushed to this main branch. Okay, this the branch thing is just to protect the main project from any bugs created by any
also basically you can deploy your website or any services from GitHub directly. So it's generally done from your main branch only, so you don't want your production branch to be broken. Like one day your app users open the website and that's broken just because some new developer just pushed something which created the bug. So for that purpose we use branches. Let's say if you're working on a totally new feature or they are working on a totally separate thing, just ask them to work on a new branch, and once they are done, they will send a pull request. A pull request is basically creates a detailed information of what changes they made into that branches and what the changes they want to merge into the main branch. And once reviewed, the administrator or basically the owner of the Git repository or basically whoever had the permission can basically merge that into the main repository or main branches.
Yeah, exactly. Main and master branch refers to are both the same thing. Okay, and that's it. And there is a fork thing. Fork just refers to you have to clone anyone's repository. Suppose any developer's project, you have to clone that, but you don't want to work directly on their repository. Okay, so you will create a copy of that repository on your GitHub account. Okay, suppose I have any repository, you like that, and you want you have to get a copy of that repository on your account to work on that. So you will create a fork. Fork का option भी दिखा देता हूँ. You will go to any here it is, that fork option. Okay, fork अभी आ नहीं रहा है. Okay, branches here है, forks here है, ठीक है. एंड या हम इस पे अभी डीप में नहीं देखेंगे. ब्रांचेस, फॉर्क एंड मर्ज थिंग. अगर इसका पार्ट 2 हम रखेंगे तो हम उसमें इसके कमांड्स वगैरह देखेंगे और उसमें थोड़ा हम इस पे डीप पे जाएंगे. ओके, सो yeah, that's it. Git and GitHub security just shows that all our files on the remote repository is encrypted. Okay, so our files are safe even if their database or servers get hacked. All our files are encrypted, so we don't need to worry much about that. Okay, and yeah, that's it for today's session. अगर अभी किसी को डाउट है, if anyone has any doubt regarding Git, GitHub or any commands or GitHub interface, you can ask. Okay, so clear है सबको? मतलब why do we fork repositories? Forking मैंने बताया. Forking, we do forking when we have to copy someone's repository. For example, you liked any developer's project and you don't want to work on that repository directly. So you will create a copy of that project and on your account, and you will work on the copy of that repository. Okay. Like when we clone a repository, we work on that repository directly. But when we make a fork, we work on that repository's copy. Okay. Any more doubts? You will need these Git and GitHub skills when you work in any team, in any organization. Okay. So,
I guess almost everything on GitHub is open source.
can you share your LinkedIn account? LinkedIn Shubham ka.
I guess
We
it's
can build a network.
क्या?
Yeah, ask.
We can build a network through it.
What you said?
हाँ.
What is he asking?
नेटवर्क.
अच्छा, network.
हाँ, कि हम एक नेटवर्क बना सकते हैं उससे. हाँ, एग्जैक्टली हम एक नेटवर्क बना सकते हैं. पूरा नेटवर्क जो कि जैसे 1000-1200 डेवलपर्स का जो एक ही प्रोजेक्ट पे काम कर रहा हो, वैसे ही ओपन सोर्स होता है. कोई भी ओपन सोर्स प्रोजेक्ट ऐसे ही रहता है, गिटहब पे अपलोडेड है, उस पे अलग अलग डेवलपर्स काम कर रहे हैं और वो उनका एक नेटवर्क बन जाता है. कॉन्टैक्ट किसको करना है?
What to call that? Your bio link URL. What is the first email?
ओके, मैं अपना लिंक्डइन भी डाल दूं क्या?
You can just send the bio link from there. They can get all the links.
बायो लिंक में. अच्छा, ओके.
It was Vishal Vishwajit, I guess.
विशाल विश्वजीत. बायो. Yeah, okay. Bio.line. विशाल विश्वजीत.
Okay, I sent. No issue. Oh, sorry. ये गलत हो गया. विशाल विश्वजीत. This is the right one.
सेम. अभी भी वैसे गलत है. विशाल विश्वजीत एल हो गया.
Oh, sorry. तुम भी टाइप कर रहे हो.
Okay, I've sent. कोई नहीं. Hey, you can
join our
contact
community from this link, devboard.bio.link. And also register for the next session, which is for Figma. Figma is a design tool which is used to build your UX design for applications like websites or mobile application or anything like that. So, mine is Sugam Tiwari and his is Vishal Vishwajit.
Yeah.
After that, we are also having a session with the founder of Innovact community. Innovact Social is a platform which is trying to build up an application where you can basically upskill yourself by showing your proof of work. Proof of work basically means that where you have used your skills practically. Okay, so it's like your project. Okay, and also you can build teams with for your next big project or any startup and all thing. You can build teams with great people from their application. So they are working on they are in their super early stage. They are basically a startup sort of thing. So they have already mentored 1200 plus students, and they have built an application named Innovact Social. You can also join our group, and from there you can just drop us a message if you want to test that Innovact Social application in the alpha stage. We'll add you to a separate group where you can just test and directly communicate with the founder. Also, we are having a session with the founder of Innovact community I guess next to next Sunday.
So ठीक है, फिर किसी और को कुछ पूछना हो तो बता दो, वरना फिर हम we should wrap up. So tell about the Microsoft Student Developer Package.
Oh, I guess you forgot that. You can just explain GitHub. I mean, Vishal.
क्या GitHub की ये Microsoft
GitHub Student Developer Pack basically.
अच्छा, ओके. Microsoft का कोई सेपरेट स्टूडेंट डेवलपर पैक नहीं है ना?
Microsoft का ही तो है GitHub.
अरे यार, वही पूछा, ठीक है. यार GitHub स्टूडेंट पैक कुछ नहीं है. आपके पास बस अगर स्टूडेंट आईडी किसी भी स्कूल कॉलेज की आईडी है, उससे आप इनका डेवलपर पैक ले सकते हैं. इसकी लिंक तो भेज दियो शुभम. आई गेस आप गूगल कर लोगे तो भी मिल जाएगा. स्टूडेंट डेवलपर पैक लिंक आ जाएगी सबसे ऊपर, यहाँ पे रजिस्टर कर दीजिएगा. ओके, सो यू विल गेट ton of features. Okay, like 2 to 3 domains are free. .tech domains are free. I'll show you. GitHub.com. Yeah, this is global campus. It has DigitalOcean. It provides hosting, domain, and many things. Yeah.
Are you presenting the screen?
Yeah, see, DigitalOcean hosting free है. $200. You get $200 as credits in DigitalOcean. DigitalOcean is a cloud hosting platform. Okay, where you host your websites. Microsoft Azure, you get $100 credits in Microsoft Azure account. It is also same thing. Cloud hosting platform. Namecheap, Name.com, .tech. These are domain providers. You will get domain free. Okay, SSL certificates, email accounts. Okay, Heroku is another just same cloud hosting platform. Okay, yeah, so
these are all the services you can use. Like you can also get free courses from like services like Educative and all. And basically GitHub Student Developer Pack gives you access to a lot of services and for free. So you can just test out what you need and what to not. Like I use a lot of services from here. And of course, one more thing, GitHub has also things like GitHub Copilot, GitHub, the code spaces, and almost everything provided by GitHub is free for students. If you are having that student developer pack, you will get basically access to the GitHub Pro account. What's the app group link? It's basically here.
वही हम उन क्रेडिट से उन क्रेडिट से ही हम उनके होस्टिंग के पैकेजेस वगैरह ले सकते हैं. लाइक उनके 1-2 महीने का कोई प्लान होगा एंड वो ले सकते हैं. VPS होस्टिंग हो गई, क्लाउड होस्टिंग, डिस्कॉर्ड होस्टिंग, एटसेट्रा एटसेट्रा. दैट्स इट. या इनको हम डायरेक्ट लिंक दे दें क्या?
You can check the links on this. Like if you go to devboard.bio.link, you can see that there is a link to join the WhatsApp community. Join WhatsApp community. If you click here, it will open here the WhatsApp web thing, and here you can just join chat, and you will be inside our community thing. So basically that's the interface. You can just directly go. There are different communities also having an AIML community and a game design community. So you can also join that as well.
To share WhatsApp group link. Yeah, that is
Okay, I'm
in
saying
the
that directly.
DevBoard.
No issue.
Yeah, directly.
DevBoard. Oh, sorry. Link. WhatsApp community. OPW. Oh yeah. See, I hope you can get it. As of
So please share.
Vishal, please can you share WhatsApp news?
My personal number. Okay.
So WhatsApp number, you can get it in the group only, I guess.
मेरा नाम बट है नहीं उस पे रुक जा अपना नाम चेंज कर लूंगा मेरा नाम कुछ और डाला हुआ है व्हाट्सएप पे
कोई दिक्कत नहीं है
ओके या सो यू कैन कोई भी डाउट होगा आप डेवबोर्ड के व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप पे जो भी होगा पूछ सकते हैं एंड दैट्स इट अगर पर्सनली कांटेक्ट करना हो किसी को शुभम को मुझे तो कर लीजिएगा नंबर भी मिल गया आपको
बाकी लिंक में ड्रॉप कर देता हूं मैं किसी कनेक्ट ना ओके ठीक है देन रैप करते हैं
ठीक है चलिए
ऑलरेडी 1.5 आवर एक्सटेंड हो गया ओके बाय
ठीक ओके बाय